Insect intertwined walls. Yo, what's up? It's someone that's no one, and welcome back to today's report. Today's report was sent in by CollinP, where he took 800 milligrams of diphenhydramine. And here's the full report details. Alright, so here's another first time Benadryl experience coming from a subscriber. I would just say they get some very vivid hallucinations with a strong theme of bugs in this one. There's some scary moments, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy this. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. Hey, so I have a DPH trip report of 32 25 milligram pills. I was really young at the time. This entire trip occurred in my bedroom when I was supposed to be asleep. So I took all 32 of the pills at around 9:30 at night, and by 10 was definitely feeling the trademark heaviness of DPH. I found this feeling rather uncomfortable, so I decided to lay in bed and see what the trip had to offer. The first hallucination that I can remember was seeing tiny spiders in the crack of my ceiling, which was right above my head as I was laying in bed for this for some reason. Even though I am not very afraid of bugs, this terrified me, so I tried to avoid looking there when I could. However, I then realized in horror my whole room was covered with invisible spiders and bugs. Once I saw this, I turned to my right to look at my wall, only to find a shadow of a man clear as day on there. This really freaked me out because there was nothing I could see that would make the shadow. So at this point, I decided it was too scary of a trip and just go to bed. However, I for some reason felt the need to open my eyes, and just as I did, one of the spiders from the ceiling was coming down on a web straight for my face. This scared me immensely, so I smacked it so it would disappear. But just as I did, a giant scorpion landed on my bed and tried attacking me. This was the scariest part of the trip by far. I immediately smacked it to make it go away and tried much harder to go to sleep. I succeeded, but woke up around 3 hours later in the dead of night. By this point, I no longer remembered I was high or that I took anything. This was also the trippiest experience I've ever had because as I woke up, there were 5 kids I knew from school all around my room, around 5 or so. And being as delirious as I was, I just thought they were staying the night and that it was perfectly normal, even though my mom would never allow that on a school night. I started talking to them, but halfway through speaking to them, I would realize I was high and asked if they were a hallucination. They would then proceed to disappear. This cycle continued for around 30 minutes before I fell back asleep. This time I woke up at the right time and got ready for school. Most of the effects had worn off. That was my first Benadryl trip that actually got me high. I had attempted it before, but I suspect I didn't wait long enough and went to sleep too early to feel the effects.